come here with your kids. So I'm liking this crowd even more. There's like a handful of very enthusiastic people who came here with their kids on a Sunday night to go to a rock concert. And then there's a whole bunch of people with kids on a Sunday night who are like, fuck it. We're going out. I have two sons. I have Ade, and he's 15 years old, and I have Kathy, and he's 26 years old. And I remember when Kathy was born, I was a very young dad, and I'll let you do the math. I was a really young dad, and I was really scared, and I was wondering how my life is going to change when this child comes into the world, and I was really nervous. I was going to school, I was playing basketball at the University of San Francisco, and in summertime I was a bike messenger, and I really liked my life. And I was like, God, when I go with this baby, like it's going to be hard to go to basketball practice, go to school, be a bike messenger, and still party. So you can guess all the other stuff. I quit, and I just became a full-time dad and a musician. And I would stay up late. I worked. I would take care of my son in the day. His mom would be at work, and then when she came home, I'd have a few hours to hang out together. And then when my son would go to sleep, I'd get out this yellow pad of paper and I'd start to write lyrics. And the thing about it is, when you have a kid, all your leisure time goes away, so you have to think really like, God, what do I want to do with this 45 minutes? And I decided that rather than play video games, because back then it was like barely Pong. I think Pong 2 might have just begun. But I decided to write lyrics, and I'd write lyrics every night, and then I'd go to work, and I'd work at this nightclub, and I would see all the bands that came there, and I would see which bands were nice to me. I worked the front door, and I'd see the bands that were nice. I'd see the bands that would take time to say hello to the fans, and I'd see the bands that would put their heart and their soul into their show every night. I'd see the bands that didn't do that, and invariably the bands that did all those things that were nice to the fans, that put their heart and soul into it, and then would say hello to me as they walked in. Those bands became really successful, and bands that kind of went about it like, oh, we're rock stars and whatever, those bands all sort of faded away. And so as I grew in music, I became very grateful for my son Kathy for helping to clear out some of the clutter in my life and give me the opportunity to just concentrate on making music. And so when he turned 21, he decided he was going to hop in a Greyhound bus and travel from our home in San Francisco all the way to New York City. He was just going to get in it and go. And I remember when he graduated from high school, you know, it was kind of sad. It was kind of like this passing, and I was a little bit emotional about it. But for whatever reason, he decided he was going to leave and get in this bus. I just bawled. I started crying. And I called Jay up and I was like, Jay, he's leaving on the bus at like 6 o'clock tonight. I've got to go record this song. And so I wrote this song for my son, Kathy. And Kathy, I love you very much. And it's called I Got Love For You.
Another morning's coming, so it's hard. But I know that the days and days I'm not glad.
Cause I know you're going, and I know you're leaving to somewhere. Hope you find the peace of mind you're seeking. In the back of a Greyhound bus, it'll take you far. In the back of a Greyhound bus, you can be who you are. So I say, la 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 la. I got love for you, love for you. we say, la 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 la. I got love for you, love for you. La 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 la. I got love for you, love for you. So I'll be waiting, my dear, waiting right here. I'll be waiting, my dear, waiting right here. I'll be waiting, my dear, waiting right here for you. I remember the time back when we were young, in and out, up and down of this life, what a crazy road. It's been a long time that I should have said what I tell you now, that I got faith in you, and I believe in you. So I say, in the dark of the night, in the hotel when you're alone, in the middle of the city where nobody cares to know, in the Sheridan theater in Telluride, you just shine on now. Let's say la 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 la. I got love for you, love for you, and we all say la 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 la. I got love for you, love for you. So I'll be waiting, my dear, waiting right here, waiting right here, waiting right here, waiting right here. I love for you. Put your hands up high, y'all. I want to see you show me. Come on now. Bus, it'll take you far. In the back of a Greyhound bus, you can be who you are. So we say la 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 la. I got love for you. Put your hands together. Love for you. And we all say la la la.